You're watching Awaken with Yoga with Rosalie DeLario. Thank you for joining me for a Chakra 5 mini class, the throat chakra. This chakra governs awareness of your personal power. Let's start with our hands on our throat. Just close your eyes and take a few breaths here, bringing awareness to your breath. We're going to stretch our right hand out long on the mat, and then just bring your head over to the left, and you can bring your left hand onto the throat to stretch out the neck area. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Left hand down, stretching that neck to the right. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring those arms up, and we're going to bring them behind your head, fingers laced. Inhale, you're going to look up to the sky, and as you exhale, round the spine, bring the elbows together. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, round the spine. Again, inhale, looking up, arching the spine, reaching up. Exhale, round the spine forward, elbows together. Inhale, look up, seated cat-cow. Exhale, round. Let's try one more. Go ahead and inhale up, arching the spine, looking up to the sky. Exhale, round the spine forward. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come up to tabletop position. So really engaging through that core in your tabletop. Your hands are directly beneath the shoulders. And we're going to bring that right leg and the left arm up, long. And as you exhale, round the spine, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, reach out, nice and long. Exhale, round it in, rounding that spine. Inhale out. Exhale in. One more. Inhale out. Exhale in. And just go ahead and inhale all the way out. We're going to hold it here for a second. Really strengthening through the lumbar spine. Feel like you can bend that knee and just bring the arm back to the top of the foot. Really stretching out through that psoas muscle, the front of your head. Okay, we're going to drop back to tabletop position, and let's repeat the same thing on the other side. First, come back for a little child's pose, a little stretch of the spine. Then come back to tabletop. Now the left leg will go out and the right arm. Exhale, round in. Try to touch the elbow to the knee. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out, nice flat stomach. Exhale in, really engaging through that core. Inhale and exhale, strengthening the spine. Last inhale, exhale. Okay, go ahead and inhale it out, hold it here, or as with the other side, you can bend the knee and stretch through that hip. Beautiful. Let's come back to tabletop position. And come back to one more little child's pose. Really stretching out that lower spine. Go ahead and inhale it up. Nice tabletop position. And we're going to tuck those toes and come into a nice high plank. We're going to hold the plank here for about 30 seconds. Nice high plank, really engaging through that core. Good. Just really holding here. Breathe in and out, calming your breath. Focus on building that heat in your core. Okay, go ahead and drop the knees down. We're going to come into a child's pose. And now we're going to come into a puppy pose, extended puppy pose. So you want your glutes to be right above your knees. So hips above knees. Arms are all the way towards the top of the mat, really stretching out the spine. And if you can, try and aim that throat to the mat. So you're going to try and put your chin on the mat. Look up, out past your fingertips. Really stretching through the top part of your spine, your shoulder blades here. Should feel like a good deep stretch. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, we're going to slowly just come forward, dropping the hips down into your Sphinx pose. Again, aim that throat out in front of you. Think of shooting a beam of light out from your throat chakra, out directly in front of you. really pressing down through the spine. Beautiful. Tuck those toes. We're going to come back into a downward facing dog, pressing out through the palms. You can walk your dog if that feels good to you. And we're going to go ahead and inhale as you round into a plank and come into your vinyasa. So exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale back to down dog. Look up towards the top of your mat and just take a few steps towards the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. You can round the hands down, and we're just gonna round all the way up and over. Bring those arms up and down through prayer at heart center. Beautiful. Go ahead and inhale, look up to the sky. Again, aiming that throat upward. And we're going to take a swan dive down, working through our sun salutation. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, round the spine, fold forward. Beautiful. Go ahead and walk back into your downward facing dog. Again, really engaging through that core. Round forward into a plank. Hold here. Beautiful. Nice high plank. Think almost of rounding up like a cat in your spine. Really engaging through that core. Breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop the knees. Push back into a little child's pose, a little resting position. We're going to go ahead and come all the way up and tuck those toes. We're going to come into a camel pose. So inhale, bring those arms up. You're just going to round them back and try and get those hands on your ankles. Aim that throat up to the sky. So you're very engaged here in the core. Very, very engaged as you arch upward. So you're arching through the spine, aiming the throat up to the sky or ceiling. Breathe here. Very intense position for your core. So just try and keep your breaths nice and even and calm. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring those hands to your lower back and just walk yourself up. Untuck your toes. We're going to come to a seat on our knees. We're going to come into hero's pose. So just try and bring your shins out a little bit to the sides of your knees. And we're just sitting straight. So sitting nice and tall on our knees. Just taking some nice inhales and exhales. Beautiful. Come on up. We're going to do one more camel. You can do the same way as last time, or you can keep the feet pointed and just go ahead and inhale, hands to the ankles, engaging through that core, throat aiming up to the sky. Think of shining a beam of light from that throat chakra up to the sky. Engage through that core, arch through the spine. Really, really use that core to protect your spine. Beautiful. Nice even breaths here. Go ahead and inhale and bring those hands back to the lower spine. And again, we're going to sit down, hero's pose. Just look forward. Throat chakra aiming directly ahead of you. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and just twist gently over to the right. So you can bring your right arm behind you. Left arm is on your right knee. And you're just twisting behind you. Breathe. Beautiful. One more inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and inhale back to hero's pose, back to center. And on your next exhale, twist to the other side. Right hand on your left knee. Left arm behind you. Nice inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more. Exhale. Come back to center. Hero's pose. Beautiful. We're just going to come out from underneath our feet. So bring them in front of you. You're going to bring them into a butterfly position. Inhale. Arch the spine gently. Look up. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly begin to round the spine down. So try and keep those elbows on your knees, pushing down. Or if you prefer, you can just slide your forearms underneath your shins. And that'll help you to round a little deeper through the spine. Whichever you choose, just take a few nice deep inhales and exhales. Beautiful. One more inhale and exhale. One more. And on your next inhale, just go ahead and straighten the spine. We're going to slide those feet in front of us. Knees are bent, knees together, feet together. And we're slowly just going to round the spine all the way down onto your mat. Take it as slow as you can, engaging the core as you come down. And once you've reached the mat, go ahead and drop your palms to the floor. Bring those legs to tabletop and then bring them up, flex the feet. We're going to come into a shoulder stand. So feet are flexed. Legs are at 90 degrees, and you're just going to come on up. Bring the hands to your lower spine. Let those hands support your spine as you bring the feet up to the sky, coming into a shoulder stand position. So the weight of your body is on your shoulders. Feet are pointed, really reaching up, 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 engaging through the core. Flex those feet, and we're going to come into plow position. So you're just going to drop those feet in front of you. The goal would be to touch those feet to the ground over your head. If you're able to do that, just go ahead and drop your palms back to the mat. So palms are nice and long on the mat. Breathe. Make sure you're not bringing your chin in. You want to keep your neck nice and long. Aim that throat up to the sky. Breathe here. Beautiful, intense stretch for your spine. Bring those hands back to the lower spine and go ahead and lift those legs up to the sky one more time. Shoulder stand position. Beautiful. Hold here. Drop the palms, and you're just going to roll the body all the way down. Bend the knees, drop the feet to the mat. We're going to go ahead and slide those legs nice and long. We're going to come into our last pose before Shavasana, modified fish pose. So you want to come up onto your elbows squeeze into the mat, bring them slightly beneath you, and you want to bring your chest up and drop your head to the mat, aiming that throat up to the sky. So your upper body is off the mat, supported by your elbows. The rest of your body is on the mat. Head is on the mat. Engage here. Breathe. Nice deep stretch here for the chest. Inhale and exhale. One more. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release that pose, and we're going to come into your final posture, Shavasana. So your final pose, resting pose here. Relax the feet, palms facing up, and just go ahead and stop all movement of the body. Quiet body, quiet mind. Really letting all of your practice marinate here, letting it all incorporate into your body. Close your eyes and just breathe and feel as if your body is relaxing into the mat. And beyond that, relaxing into the earth. Feel your connection to Mother Earth. Just breathe. Relax. Go ahead and bring some gentle movement into your fingers, your toes, wiggle them around. Float those arms up overhead, nice long morning stretch. And then just bend those knees. We're gonna rock onto one side, roll onto one side in your fetal position. Stay here for one moment. And then when you're ready, go ahead and press into that palm, and we're gonna come into a seated position. Go ahead and cross your legs. Beautiful. Keep your gaze and your focus inward. Good. We're just going to go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. And we're going to say our affirmations for the day. I speak my truth clearly. I communicate with clear intent. Bring your hands to your throat. Just bow your head. Thank yourself for your practice today. Namaste.